Okay, good morning, class. Today we are going to start a new topic. All right, let's have somebody read the aim, please.
How will we deconstruct and differentiate figurative language from literal language?
Okay, very good. And for the do now, okay, we have this image here today. Okay, now if you're on level, you will turn and talk to your partner and discuss the following questions. Which one is figurative and which one is literal? Now, if you're on the advanced group, you're going to turn and talk to your partner and write down the definition for figurative and literal language. You'll have 5 minutes to complete this. Do you have any questions? Great, you may begin. So at this point, I will fast forward, but before that, I will circle the classroom, make sure that everybody's taking notes, okay? So I'll probably say things like, okay, everybody, pen to paper, please. Everybody's taking notes right now. You're answering the do now, okay? And you're talking to your partner. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, and time's up. Okay, so right now I'd like you to please turn and talk to your group, okay? See, exchange ideas and make sure that you use either I agree or I disagree, okay? All right, go ahead, take 30 seconds. Okay, and now I would like you to share with the class, with your group and you agree on, okay? So I'm gonna roll the die. I'm gonna pick a number. All right, table 3. All right, in table 3, then we have letter B. All right, Natalia, that's you. Would you please share your answer with the class, loud and clear?
My answer is that the first picture on the left is literal language because when somebody's going to explode, naturally exploding is something I think would be very unpleasant, and you wouldn't want to do that. If you see the picture on the right, the guy who seems to get a little mad, I think that one is figurative language because maybe it shows that he's upset and badly tempered at the moment. So his emotions maybe have this furious passion that makes it feel like it's going to explode.
Okay, and did your group agree with you, or did anybody say anything different?
My group agreed.
Okay, very good, very good. Now, does any other group disagree with this? That the guy on the left, it's literal, and the one on the right side, it's figurative. Okay, so some of you might be a little bit confused, right? But yes, Natalia, thank you so much for your answer. That was very, very clear, right? Yes, on one hand we can see him, and on the other hand we can see him. Let's move on to our next slide, okay? So, but yes, that was correct. Let's move on. Okay, so yes, if you chose that this was literal, you were correct. And if you chose figurative for this guy that looks really mad, you were correct. Oh, sorry about that. Now let's move on to the next slide, okay? So what's the difference, okay? So we have here literal language. Okay, all right, let's have somebody read, okay? All right, would you please read the definition for literal language?
The author or the speaker says exactly what he or she means. There are no comparisons, and you don't exaggerate or understate the situation.
Exactly, so it is just as it is, simple and very straightforward. All right, let's move on to the next one. Figurative language. Can we have another volunteer? I'm going to use my equity sticks now so that we can keep it fair and choose somebody else. Okay, perfect. All right, it's your turn. Please go ahead.
The author of the speaker doesn't say exactly what they mean. There are comparisons, and you do exaggerate and understate the situation. You use simile, metaphors, hyperboles, and other figures of speech to make your writing more exciting.
Okay, so we do have a little bit of exaggerations here, right? When we want to make something interesting, right? More appealing, that's when we use figurative language. So if we look at the example at the bottom, right? We have on the left side, right? We have this. It says, it cost me an arm and a leg. Did you literally have to pay an arm and a leg for that? Definitely not. It's just a way of saying that something was really expensive, but you just want to exaggerate. Okay, and I see one hand up. Yes? Oh, okay. We'll get back to you then. Okay. All right, so let's move on to the next slide. Okay, so here we go. Here we have this guy again, okay? So, this is figurative language because, for example, he is about to explode. We do not mean to say that the man will actually explode. We actually want to say that he is extremely angry. So we use the verb explode in a figurative way. In other words, we use a word that usually describes something else, okay? That way, the description is more interesting and it creates a certain picture in the mind. So even for you, as readers, when you find this vocabulary in a book, especially in the one that we're going to be reading in the next lesson, you're going to find the book to be more engaging. All right. Now, let's go with literal language, okay? So, for example, he's about to explode. Yes, we can use this in a literal meaning. Here, we do mean to say that the man will actually explode. The man holds fireworks and he looks dangerous enough to explode. So here we use the verb explode in a literal way. In other words, we use the usual meaning of the word. Okay. All right, now let's check for understanding. So I would like you to take about 2 minutes, okay? 1 minute for you to figure out which one is which. Make sure you look at the picture and you also look at this. Make sure you read this. He is a very big man and he is as big as an elephant. Which one is figurative and which one is literal? So take 2 minutes, okay? Make sure you turn and talk. Okay, and you have 30 seconds left. Please turn and talk to your partner and see if you both agree on which one is figurative and which one is literal. Okay, you have 10 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's go with group 2 this time. All right, so what does your group and you think?
Well, I think that the figurative one is, I think that the figurative one is that he is as big as an elephant because that's not really possible. Maybe they mean that he's as tall as one or, the other way around.
And actually, is that even possible? Can a human being be as tall as an elephant?
Yeah. And our team thinks he is a very big man, is the literal one, as maybe the security guard is extremely tall.
So which one is figurative again?
That he is as big as an elephant.
Okay, good. All right, so let's see. Let's figure it out, okay? Okay, so yes, this is literal. This is a literal statement. The writer means that the man is as big and strong. These statements are literal and can sometimes be boring. So to add interest, writers often write it in a figurative way. All right, and I'm just gonna move this up a little bit. There we go, and let's move on. All right, this is also a figurative statement because a person cannot be as big as an elephant. The statement means he's very large. The writer compares the man to an elephant to help the reader visualize the large, strong man. All right, now what we're really gonna go into is figurative language, okay? Now you know that, when somebody says literally, it's because it really happened, just as it was. But now we're gonna go deeper into figurative language, okay? So let's go with this. Figurative language is a word or a phrase that cannot be taken literally. Writers use figurative language to describe things, people, or even ideas, okay? Now, some common reasons to use figurative language are for comparison, for emphasis or stress, to say something in a new way, to help the reader or listener form a picture in their mind, right? A lot of you like pictures and images. This is a very good way for that, okay? And also to make a story or a poem interesting. So I know I have a lot of bookworms here, so know that, right? That this is what captivates you sometimes about a book. It's the way it was written. And also if you like to write, right, I encourage you to use this vocabulary and apply it so that your reading can be more interesting. Who knows? You might be the next bestseller author. All right, now, if used correctly, figurative language can greatly improve your writing and your speaking. All right, but now it's time for you to try, how well you understand this figurative language, okay? So we're going to do the following, okay? You are going to complete this activity, okay? And you're going to answer one written question and one true, false, and one matching if you're on level. Now, if you're advanced, you're going to answer the questions and explain why. So now you're going to justify your answer, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and open this up. Okay, so now I can probably close all of my tabs and leave this one open. Okay, so let's go with this. Okay, so work on this individually. I'm going to be circulating the room to check that everybody's on track. Okay? Okay. Go ahead, begin. Alright, so as you are watching this, okay, as you're completing the video and the exercises, please make sure that you are reading the sentence carefully and don't jump into the answers, okay? Okay, very good. Alright, so right now, so remember your differentiation, which one is literal and which one is exaggerated, or which one is making a comparison, okay?